बोले सोने हाल सासरी अकाल।
जी हाँ निका स्वागत to the second half of Sarso da Saag, Maki Di Roti and a dessert being Gajerala. ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ nuts ਤੇ seeds Gajerala part ready ਹੈ। ਦੱਸਦੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ to the end half ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ run down ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ingredients ਹੈ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰੋ ਦੇਖੋ ਸੁਣੋ ਤੇ ਬਣਾਓ Shako te shakao. Welcome to my cook show. The first time ever in the last 8 years of doing my cook show, I am actually doing Punjabi Saag. What an honor it is to do on Akaal channel, the one and the only channel that is doing the most wonderful, healthy cook shows across the globe. There's no doubt about it. A lot of cook shows are out there, but there are too much fat, too many bad ingredients going on, not looking at the good foods. Using ghee, going a bit naughty, but you cannot do Saag without ghee. Here is my Saag. Need to just take it off the heat. Now this has been cooking for a while. I did it in the pressure cooker. It's now in an open pan. And for young girls who don't know how to make saag, this is the first saag that is served on the first few days in India. Then you put allan. Allan is a base which binds the saag, which is corn flour. I have sifted it and mixed it in water. If you don't, you can end up with giltiyan. So I've mixed the corn flour pani vich te ede naal giltiyan na pain kotna nahi paina. So I'm going to be putting this and this is going to thicken and bind the saag. Enu kende allan, Punjabi word. Allan is a base used in saag to help it bind and it will thicken. So there you are. That's the allan. Now the drop consistency, you need to look at the saag, girls. If there's too much water in your spinach, you still need to dehydrate it. I am saying don't overcook saag for 6 hours. The drop consistency should be thick and it shouldn't drop so quickly. So that is telling us this is well bound. This is now going to be left on low heat. Let this cook. Jab tak aapa tudka tayar karna, and let's get to the base of the tudka. Punjabi saag cannot be cooked without ghee. Adding in adrak and ginger, which I have ground both together. Baad chon tusi hor pa sakde if you so wish. The base of the tudka is going to be onions, lasan. I've added in a quarter teakey of unsalted butter of your choice. Let's go on to the base now of the tudka. This is purified ghee for English viewers. I'm sure you've already been seeing a lot of my cook shows where I've made purified ghee. I made it with unsalted butter. So adding a good teaspoon and a half. I'll be first cooking the onions which have been chopped but not finely chopped, coarsely. 1 full onion, white in this case. We need to brown this. This is probably the only recipe with myself, Dr. Manjit, that you will see there is more fat than in any other recipe. I hope you have savored the tikkiyan, which were the sesame seed kernel, palak tikkiyan were amazing, coated with sesame seed. You have got a full of vitamin E, nuts, protein tikki, not what Punjabi aloo tikki is. While this is cooking, let me now also check that the saag is going good. You do need to keep checking. The worst thing you can do is get the saag to catch at the bottom. That means sad gaya. It's quite a foul taste. Now let's come here. This is corn flour. I have mixed 3/4 cup of fine flour, corn flour, and 1/4 of medium. You do the two to get a good base, and it always has to be done in hot water, boiling water. So I'm going to now put in some more water just to get the bind right. So this is the consistency of makki da atta. And if somebody can't digest makki da atta, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਵੈਣ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. You can add salt if you want to, but really let's steer away from salt as much as we can. Adding in half a teaspoon of pink salt in our saag, not more. Do remember, because ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਘਿਓ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ salt ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ. So just a half a teaspoon. As you see, my onions are getting wonderfully brown. So this is browning. I'm now going to add lasan. ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲਸਣ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ. And a little bit of adrak as well. ਕਈ ਲੋਕੀ like to put tomatoes ਸਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਆ. As you see, this is so beautiful, and the longer you leave it, the thicker it will get. Taking this off the heat now, I'm putting my pan ਜਿਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਬਣਾਉਣੀ ਆ. Dropping in all my tudka. Some people like to make their onions very brown. I'm sorry, I don't like to kill the food on the plate in the pan. You can cover it or leave it uncovered, but like I said, it is safety that you cover it because it's going to flutter. Let's go on to the makki roti. I'm going to use a plastic cover which I have double kind of greased it both ends. So peda karo makki da. So I'm going to take enough for the size of this pan, would be one handful. Makki di roti can be made thick or thin to your preference. Adding it to the other side, and just you can press it down, or you can use a rolling pin. I also have a puri presser. I have done missi roti, you might have seen before, on a puri presser. Let's now take you on to the roti, and that goes straight into my pan. The same way we'll do the second one. So ਇਸ ਕੱਪ ਦੀਆਂ 3 ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਬਣੇਗੀਆਂ, enough for 2 people, because ਮੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਵੈਸੇ ਭਾਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. ਮੱਕੀ ਦਾ ਆਟਾ ਹਰ ਵੇਲੇ ਫਰੈਸ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. When you turn it over, the heat can go maximum high. Here we need to brown it now. I also have a puri presser. You press once, the roti is done. So I won't tempt people. Go out and they've bought the air fryer, they've bought everything I have shown, and they weren't even successful in making air fry chips because you don't listen. You don't listen to what I have to say and what has to be done, and just getting a gadget and storing it in your cupboard or into the garage a little bit later doesn't help, does it? So jab tak roti ban rahi, I'm going to put the saag. I'm going to display that with a wonderful array of gattha, mulli of 2 different kind. Hari mirch cannot go, and you have to put butter on saag or ghee on saag as you prefer. When you're eating saag, you don't count the calories, but I do. I am putting butter for those desi people who love butter. Kande ke saag cannot go. जी हाँ, मक्की दी रोटी तैयार, सरसों दा साग तैयार, मूलियां गाजरा सॉरी लाल गाजरा भी हुंदियां जनवरी दे महीने दे विच. पा रही है मैं मक्की दी रोटी. बटर खा लो, ग्रीस खा लो, जिमें भी थानू ठीक लगता है. सर्विंग दैट विद वंडरफुल साग एंड देसी चीज़ां, हरी मिर्च, गट्ठा, मूली, वाइट एंड रेड. एंजॉय दैट.
106 ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਨੇ ਤੋਂ ਲਾਈਵ ਜਾਂ ਡੀ ਲਾਈਵ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਹੈ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹਾਈ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਕਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਪੈਗਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਘਰ-ਘਰ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰੋ 07702748906 ਤੇ।
Sarso ka saag, you can use 6 handfuls of chopped spinach, 2 handfuls of sarso da saag. Wash this thoroughly, chop it finely, put this in pressure cooker with half a glass of water. After about 2 whistles, stop fire, remove the whistle and blend coarsely the spinach and sarso da saag. You then need to make the base tudka of the saag, which is 2 tablespoons of homemade ghee. Add in 1 coarsely chopped onion, brown that, add in 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of mixed ginger and chilies to your choice, salt to taste. Once the onions and the garlic is slightly browned, top that into the saag. Between the time that the saag is cooking, take about 3/4 cup of water. In that, add in 3 tablespoons of corn flour. Make a paste which is called the allan. Add that into the saag before you add the tudka and cook that on low heat for about half an hour, and you must cover it because it can overspill and cause burns on the cooker. Serve that with hot ghee, butter, hari mirch to taste. Making Maki Di Roti now is a 3/4 cup of Maki atta, enough to make 3 rotiyan, less than 3/4. Mix that with a 1/4 cup of medium corn flour and the rest would be fine to make up to a 3/4 cup of Maki da atta. Mix that in very hot boiling water, enough to make a stiff dough but not very stiff, a little bit soft. Use a pan and make the roti either on a double layered plastic or you can make it by hand as you wish. On a hot pan, cook both sides of Maki Di Roti. Grease it if you want to with butter and serve that with the saag and the mooli and mirch, ginger and onion as you wish. The last dish of the day was Gahjar Halwa, which was 8 carrots, organic, skinned, grated. Cook that on low heat and then add in 2 tablespoons of ghee. Carry on cooking that for another 25 minutes on low heat. Add in 3 tablespoons of milk powder and 3 tablespoons of condensed milk, not too full. Half a teaspoon of lychee powder and no more sugar to add because the unsweetened condensed milk will do the job. Add in nuts and seeds, kishmish of your choice. I preferred just to add in pistachios, walnuts and almonds if you wish. I put that in a membrane dish. Once whole of the Gajerala has started to bind together and your pan is getting clean from the base, there is no more carrot sticking, it is ready to either put in a mold or to serve in a tray. You can flat back it to make little tukdiyan as gajar and serve that with the cashew nut. I prefer to do that with the mold and serve that with cream of your choice or ice cream or no cream on its own with more nuts to garnish as per your desire, and enjoy. Let me now take you to the last of this one cook show, which is Gahjar da halwa ja Gahjar ਪਾਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਹਲਵਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਡੈਡੀਕੇਟਡ ਲਿਸਨਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਗਰਾਜ ਕੌਰ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਗਾਜਰ ਦਾ ਹਲਵਾ ਬਣ ਰਿਹਾ। ਜਗਰਾਜ ਕੌਰ, ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਦਿਸ। ਗਾਜਰਾਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਬਲਾਂਚ। So this is gajra jiriyan apa. I've done 8 carrots and I'm left with so little, which already I have put ghee in here. It is so simple, so nice. but the end result of how I'm going to actually display this will be amazing, because sara food it comes to displaying. Okay, now aade vich ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ I'll be adding condensed milk, milk powder, no other sugar to add, ground lychee, pistachio, walnuts. You can put kishmish, jenu sogi kande ne. I like not to because it actually sweetens up a lot. Again, gajarela jado punna has to be with purified ghee, that is but not butter, but has to be ghee, because butter da jada namkeen taste aayega, it won't be nice. Again, never cook this on high heat. I'll be dropping in milk powder, jada ke haga normal milk powder jada jede naal tusi gulab jamuna banande ne. So I'm adding in 2 heaped tablespoons of milk powder. You can add fresh whole milk, and that could take about a good hour to break down. I don't have that time. I'm showing you a easier version. Adding in a 1/4 teaspoon of lychee, which is called cardamom, fresh lychee, freshly ground. Just 1/4, not to spoil the taste. A teaspoonful of pistachios. You can use walnuts or cashew nuts here. You can also use almonds, jinu aapa kehne flaked almonds. Adding in the condensed milk. I'm just going to put 3 tablespoons, and फिर तुसी देख लो कि जे थानू, this is unsweetened condensed milk, जे थानू नहीं मिठास लगदी enough, add more. This was a simple gajarela, folks. Don't forget that this has already been cooking 45 minutes beforehand as well. Just going to thicken this up a little bit on low heat. People can sometimes like to add color, red color, or in sunflower color. I like not to, because a lot of people have reaction to these colors. So let's go natural. As you've added the milk powder and the condensed milk with its natural sweetness, no other sugar to add. Just keep stirring it so we can thicken it up a bit. When folks, the cooking is done on low heat, you will find this will start binding. You can either switch it off and leave it to set in a mold that you like, or serve it, or you can make it into a plate and make gajar pak and ode tukde kat lo. Obviously that needs to be set, because you would need about maybe 4 hours for the ghee to cool down. Jado kyo thanda ho gaya, tukdiyan kat ke serve kar lo. I'm going a little bit different, and I always go a little bit naughty, in the sense that I try to create food that is good for the eyes. It has to be cooked with a good soul as well, isn't it? This is going to go into my mold. A gajarela of 8 carrots can easily serve 3 to 4 people minimum. But somebody like Jagraj who loves gajarela, I think this is her one helping. It's such a pleasure to find out that young girls are giving me their feedback and telling me exactly what are the things they would like to see. So I'm going to let this cool down and stab it down. I want to get it to the shape of the mold, which I hope I do. Leaving this to cool down, serve it with fresh cream. If you want to go a little bit naughty, serve it with a double cream. Serve it with whipped up crème fraîche. the choice is yours. I'm going to serve it as original and keep it very desi, but I'm going to let this cool down and then we will show you the final display of the amazing saag, the sesame seed and kernel tikkiya with the gajarela and Maki Di Roti, because something like this in India at this time, muliyan ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ very available. ਲਾਲ ਮੂਲੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਜਿੰਨੀ UK ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ. ਹਰੀਆਂ ਮਿਰਚਾਂ coming all the way from Cyprus to other countries which have an amazingly good taste, and ਮਿਰਚਾਂ from Kenya as well. Sarso da saag, beautifully done, all fresh, and that took quite a bit of work to create this show. I hope you will enjoy it. Let me just take you to the final display of my Gahjar da halwa. जी हाँ folks, gajerela cool down हो गया. Serve it hot or cold, put it in the fridge. Some people like it cold, some people like it with ice cream, some people like it with fresh cream. I'll go a little bit naughty today just for you guys, and just because you're dedicated viewers of my show, I'm going to turn the plate upside down on it. Get my little mold mix turned upside down and just going to get it to the middle, folks, of the plate. Some things that can't be changed now, and just going to add in my wonderful drizzle that with some folks. I have never ever done a cook show of such kind. I hope you will enjoy it. You can add a few nuts and seeds of your choice, and kishmish if you like. I don't like it. It adds too much sweetness. I can eat a pound of grapes, but I'm not a person for red currants. I can vouch you, nobody in the world has such kind of display being done, and I'm very proud of what I've presented for you guys. Gahjar da halwa done in my amazing mold, and serve it. You can still make it cold. Serve it. I made little mini carrots through my icing. Colorants all natural, all nothing to cause any allergies. Serving that with choice, a cream of your choice or on its own. Enjoy it, savor it. I hope folks you have enjoyed my first 2017 cook show. Maag da Meena, enjoy karna. Or you know, jehdi makki ya kanak हैगी is a substitute of makki da atta. Some people have allergies to kanak, some people have allergies to makki, i.e. as the kernel, because you don't chew it. Let me go and chew onto another cook show and make something so exciting, so nutritious, so beneficial for my worldwide food lovers of Akaal Cook Show. Stay tuned with Manjit Kaur across the globes of 106 countries, the one and only channel that is taking you onto a healthy mission of food is your medicine. And take care of yourself and each other. Goodbye, Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar and Kwaheri, and happy Maag da Meena. Thank you, Sat Sri Akal.